Pat, and welcome back to World of Warships. It's actually the first time in a while we've actually been over here. And yes, I'm doing the Operation of the Week. It's been a little bit since I played World of Warships, and a little bit since I've streamed. So, this is actually the first time I've done this this Operation of the Week. Let's actually look at the other operations. I did fairly well in Newport Naval Station. I never got a real good chance to try to go for 5 stars on Aegis. Anyway, Killer Whale came out? Oh, apparently I missed that one. Oh well. 3112. Okay. And no, we cannot do it in the Alabama. I know that much, so that's just what I happen to have up at the time. So, well, let's take the ever trusty... Really, Discord? Hold on. Let me go mute Discord real quick. That's not supposed to make any noises. Mute. There we go. Sorry about that. That's not even supposed to make noises, so let's take care of that. So we're gonna go to the New Mexico with her turtleback armor scheme, which it's not even gonna show it. There you go, the turtleback armor scheme. One of the few American ships to feature such an armor scheme. And I have no clue what to expect here. I've not seen anything on this yet. And let's go. So I see a lot of cruisers. Okay, this makes me feel okay. Battleships, cruisers, and a carrier. Wait, what? The carrier's way the hell out there? Why is the carrier way ahead of me? Okay. So, while we're waiting, Nevada's a nice... Or not Nevada, this is the New Mexico. Nevada's another one of these American battleship class... or dreadnought classes. Super dreadnoughts, actually. They are the standard design. So, defend delivery ship. Oh, that's not our carrier, okay. So we just need to get out to the carrier.
Attention engineer, restore the carrier to operational condition. Attention arsenal and aviator, deliver ammunition and resupply the Russian air group. Over.
Behind to our right. Well, let's swing our guns around then. I hope he's right. But yeah, as I was saying, this is a standard type battleship, we're already detected, but it's the American standard type. The American standard type, we had 2 forward, 2 aft turrets. Did not necessarily have any number of guns per turret. But... oh, yikes. They also all went approximately 21 knots at full speed. This is a very tight formation. I do not feel very, safe firing my main battery off at this Furutaka. Ooh, I could easily just shred at this range. But of course I can't. Yeah, this is a problem because of the fact that everybody's on top of each other. And who's gonna eat that torpedo? Crap, it's gonna be me. Of course. First match back after... Oh, whew. Alright, can I get to that shooting at that Miyogi? But the standard type battleships include the New Mexico class, which is seen here. Colorado, which is another one in game. The Pennsylvania, which is actually in game. There's only one of the two ships in game. Nevada is included. And there was supposed to be a third, but the third was never built, and that was in South Dakota. Actually, South Dakota was built, it was never completed. They were scrapped due to the naval treaties, or to comply with the Washington Naval Treaty, so... That's the same with the Lexington-class battleships. Actually, no, they were converted to be turned into aircraft carriers. But the standard type battleships, they served, some of them served through World War I, served most, or actually most, if not all, saw some sort of action in World War II. Actually, you can say all of them did. December 7th, 1941, the Pennsylvania-class battleship USS Arizona was destroyed by a singular bomb. By one bomb that detonated her ammunition. And the Pennsylvania was crippled in dry dock. As well as, I want to say, Nevada was grounded to prevent her from sinking. Utah was another one. She was sunk during the battle, actually, it was either her or the West Virginia was never recovered. And most of the other ones present at Pearl Harbor were recovered. Actually, all the remainders, except for, as I said, just the two. Kuma. Were recovered. And saw action against either the Japanese or the Germans during the remainder of the war. And yes, I know I need to be actually angling better than this, but take Raptor out of the zone. Where are we supposed to take the Raptor?
Raptor, Task Force Commander here. Working on an optimal route for you. Proceed due southwest.
Due southwest. Okay. Well, and that happens to be where everybody is. Here, we'll just put a shell clean through your bow. Hello. Also, really nice part about the New Mexico. Very maneuverable battleship. Oh crap. Okay, good, I don't need to... You know what, we're gonna try and blow away that Miyoko. Keep on turning, keep on turning, keep on turning. Boom! Citadel. Yep, we're gonna take one of these. Yikes.
We're taking on water quickly.
Oh, at least it wasn't that Minakaze. This is saying very maneuverable battleship. Come on, Minakaze. Yes, I know this is armor piercing, but
Enemy heavily damaged.
it'll work.
Support the allied target.
No, I don't want to shoot at that. I want to shoot over this way. Say, because I know that. It's very much dead. Come on, die, die, die. Also, the anti-aircraft guns on refitted American battleships were nothing to laugh at, including on the original battleships like the that I was mentioning before, the, as you can see here, a standard battleship. Guns were never nothing to laugh at. They either were armed with 14 or 16-inch guns, as well as 5-inch secondaries. And their anti-aircraft, some of their secondaries were removed in World War II and replaced with anti-aircraft guns. Which made them much more capable ships in World War II. Problem is, when you remove a bunch of secondary guns that are low to the waterline and replace them with anti-aircraft guns that are very high in the superstructure, well, you have a bit of an issue. It becomes very top-heavy very fast. And there's no real noticeable difference here. Oh. I'm sticking way out here because there's no way I'm outrunning the Raptor to the rendezvous point. I'm gonna try and keep this bogue safe the rest of this time. I'm a very good friend in this bogue. Just give me some air cover. I'm keeping him safe from naval or from surface threats.
All stations reporting the position of a strategic target.
Hayoto, I cannot reach Hayoto, sadly. Oh, wait, never mind. I forgot I have this.
Spotter airborne.
Nearly forgot. Hey, Hayoto. Hey, Tojo! Feast on some 14-inch shells. It's really hard to aim at this when you haven't played this in forever. But let's see how that is. Boom! One Citadel. Honestly, I'm thinking Cleveland will be a better option for this.
Spotter returning to ship.
Dunkirk, maybe. Croft Spade, definitely. Firepower might not be any better than this thing, but speed's a hell of a lot better. Yeah, we gave a good slap into that Zuyo. Should be enough for the dive bombers to finish her. Or finish them. Come on, there you go. Let's see if we can actually get ourselves back in the fight before anything else bad happens. Sorry I went way out of the fight, guys, but well, at least we got within gunnery range of the Ranger. Just so way too slow to do anything useful right now. That Miyogi, on the other hand... Well, I'm not going to bother with that Minikaze. There's no way at this range I'm going to hit that. But on the other hand, this Miyogi... That battle cruiser's sailing for a world of hurt. "14-inch shells out.
Enemy cruiser detected.
Where's that Miyogi going? Nowhere, apparently. What is it aiming at? Whatever it's aiming at, it's not us. And that's one good paddling. No citadels with 5,000 damage shots, or 3,000 damage shots. That's good enough. Still not. Doesn't look. Oh nope, they're firing at us now. What the hell? It's the first time I failed one of these things. Okay. So I'm not going to spend money to bring the New Mexico back into action immediately, but as I was mentioning, there's the Arizona. There's the Arizona actually in game. And it's Pennsylvania class that we just saw there, the Arizona. It's going to take the Groff Spay out for a spin. But oh, that was a while ago. Never mind that. That was, if that even was today, that would have been 2 hours ago, so never mind. Alright, let's try that again, but with a faster vessel. Let's see if we can get out of the cluster that is the, well, starting region. Don't necessarily want to get too close to that first spawn, but that's the direction we're going to sail. Might seem a little suicidal, but we're going to do it. Now we do have a destroyer this time. So I'm gonna bring my aft gun back to bear. I just want to get out of this
Attention engineer.
Cluster.
Restore the carrier to operational condition. Attention arsenal and aviator. Deliver ammunition and resupply the Rutgers air group. Over.
As you can see, we're clearly out of the mess that was screwing me over almost screwed me over early on last time. Don't have a giant furball of ships over here. Now, do I tempt fate with a torpedo launch? Oh, I can't even do that. Nope, we're not even gonna... Yeah, that was a good idea. Alright, on to the Miyogi.
Torpedoes, dead ahead. Problem solved, sir.
I guess I have to remember this is not... Really, we already lost the... Wow. That works.
We destroyed an enemy battleship.
As you watch me line up for a torpedo strike. Oh, hello. No, I don't want you guys shooting at me. So the Graf Spee, as I mentioned before, the American standard type battleships. Now you have the pocket battleship, the Graf Spee,
Reporting a target position.
part of the Deutschland class of pocket battleships, battle cruisers, battleships, heavy cruisers, whatever you want to call them. Armed with 6 11-inch guns. Yes, that's 11-inch guns. Those are battleship caliber weapons. It is armored, more like a heavy cruiser than anything else. But it's armed like a battleship. And it's got cruiser speed. Capable of, as you've been seeing me do, over 20 knots, or actually over 25 knots. Also is armed with 2 sets of quad torpedo tubes.
Rector, Task Force Commander here. Working on an optimal route for you. Proceed due southwest.
You've seen me on multiple occasions line up for torpedo strikes, but never actually get to fire them. Thing is, I do not have a smoke screen in this. And yes, these are the same guns as on the Scharnhorst, so with the same turrets too. Same could be said for eyes now. And Eisenhower has the same turrets, but she has 15-inch guns instead of 11. And she also has fewer of them. Instead of having 9 guns, she has a grand total of 6. Destroy the carrier Hayoto. Should be that Zuio. Now, I do have a catapult fighter if I do need to use it, so I'm going to try and stick close to the Raptor. I'm also trying not to pop one of my 2 repairs, so I'm going to try and repair my ship with using the Liberty ship. I will attempt fate this time with the guns on that Minikaze. Yes, these are battleship caliber guns. They're not going to be anywhere near as effective as they normally would be. But at the same time, they load faster than most battleship caliber guns. Or actually, than all battleship caliber guns. Even the Scharnhorst guns can't even compare to the reload. Oh yeah, that was close. Hayato is gone. Oh, and that Kuma's in. Oh, wow. Let's just straddle the target, why don't we? Mutsuki, point blank range.
All stations requesting fire on the designated target.
And torpedoes away. Back over to the primary battery.
Enemy destroyer sighted.
And the torpedoes missed.
The ship is on fire.
Good job, Cleveland. Torpedo tubes are incapacitated on the opposite side. Those are the ones that are loaded, too, of course. Now I can slaughter that Kuma if I wanted to. And there you go.
Severely damaged.
Oh crap. Second Minakaze. Oh, I want the Minakaze, dang it. Managed to get my torpedo tubes reloaded.
Problem solved, sir.
No, stop shooting at me. Don't see me.
Torpedoes astern.
Oh.
Enemy cruiser detected.
Oh, looks like I'm gonna live for now. Okay, I managed to, please, can I regroup with the rest of the fleet? Without that happening.
All stations concentrate fire on the target.
There we go.
Enemy destroyer foundered.
And that's my revenge for taking all my health. Thank you very much. Crap, another. Another solid hit. Oh crap. Not today, Tojo. Oh. No, don't smack me, Congo.
Enemy warship.
Goodbye.
Enemy cruiser sunk.
Triple Citadel. And goodbye, Miyogi. Okay, this one's been close. I'm trying to get as much of a repair off as I can.
Good game, everyone. Hang in there. Help us on the way.
Wow. Bowling is didn't just watch me just drop a pretty much drop a nuke on that one cruiser. Did you? Did anybody else see that? Drop 3 Citadels on him? I don't think so. Still sneaking on in all those repairs. So, I completed that. 4-star, wow. Not bad at all. Just that BS starting one. Like, what else did I expect from a Cleveland right there? 19 air targets shot down. Alright, so on to the main event out of the glorified battles of the night. Or glorified thoughts? And of course, the Tier 10 match is the first one of the night. Now, this is not a bad ship. This is actually a... Okay, I mentioned South Dakota earlier. A canceled class of battleships. This is the USS Alabama. Alabama is one of the American treaty battleships. Yes, a treaty battleship by the United States. There are a pair of other treaty battleships that are fairly well known. Or one of them is fairly well known. Another one that's designed after a more well-known ship in-game. And those would be the Dunkirk and the Azumo.
Good luck and fair seas.
And I'm looking real quick. There is no Azumo in this battle, but the Dunkirk, her primary battery is located in 2 forward quad turrets. The Azumo, her primary battery is located in 3 triple turrets forward. Their secondary batteries all focused on their secondary batteries are all focused around the rear or the stern of the ship. This you're looking here is a South Dakota class American treaty battleship. It comes in a displacement of approximately 35,000 tons. Maximum limits of what could be built at the time. She's capable of going a full 28 knots. And is armed with 9 16-inch guns with a full firing arc. She's also armed with 10 secondary battery or 10 dual mount 5-inch guns. Same 5-inch guns as are found on the North Carolina class treaty battleships. And on the as well as on the Iowa class fast battleship and the Montana class fast battleship. It's actually not just the same guns, it's the same exact secondary battery. She also has a very powerful anti-aircraft arrangement, including that secondary battery. And a whole slew of 40mm Oerlikons and 20mm Bofors. I'm just checking around on the horizon right now to make sure there's nothing really threatening. And you also notice I have a massive range of 24.5 kilometers on these primary guns. Not a very bad ship. And it's actually a very small ship for a battleship. For going how fast she is. Oh crap, I'm detected. No point to keep the gun silent anymore. Yeah, that's a full salvo of 9 16-inch shells at that Tier 10 cruiser, and that missed, of course. Yeah, so that meant something straight within 12 kilometers of me. What is I was saying? A treaty battleship. Crap, I'm a bit screwed if I stick around here.
The ship is on fire.
Oh crap. Well, normally I wouldn't recommend doing that if you're on fire and you're in a battleship. But no, I'm still detected. Get me out of here. I really do not like that company I was just with. Please stop shooting at me. Oh, jeez.
Fire on the enemy warship.
Yeah, so, as I was saying, treaty battleship.
There, help is on the way.
Most famous, or most biggest battle one of these was a part of was, or that I know about, the Second Battle of Savo Island. The battleships South Dakota and Washington, both of which were the treaty battleships built by the United States. South Dakota was the lead of her ship of her class, the South Dakota. South Dakota actually has more armor than the North Carolina class, and the Washington was a North Carolina class. Second ship of the class, and she was the only other ship other than North Carolina to be built. Both have the same exact primary and secondary armaments. Both can reach the same blisteringly fast 28 knots. Same speed at which this Montana here can reach.
has taken the lead.
But they both went out to engage at night near Savo Island, which is actually near Guadalcanal. They closed within, I want to say, like 5 kilometers of their targets of battleships. And South Dakota got herself just slammed. But Washington, with her radar, and once she figured out everybody was shooting at South Dakota, she let rip and sunk a battleship. She sunk the battleship, I want to say it's the Kirishima or the Hiei. I'd have to go and look it up. In a massive gun duel, which she took 0 hits, and delivered at least 9 16-inch shell hits. Now, in case you're wondering the difference between it, this is a very similar looking ship to the ship I was just sailing. This is the Montana. It's for all intents and purposes, an elongated and heavier Iowa-class battleship. The Iowa is a larger North Carolina, and North Carolina is a larger South Dakota, except for the South Dakota was built second in that group.
Concentrate fire on the designated target.
All the post-World War II American battleships were very similarly built or designed. In fact, you can say they're one big giant family. They all are equipped with the same primary battery, the same secondary battery, or not quite the same primary battery, but they are equipped with a very similar primary battery, and an identical secondary battery. And they also are capable of very similar speeds.
Concentrate fire on the designated target.
Montana was designed last, never built. Part of the reason was to combat potential threats such as the Yamato. Yamato, I want to say, is slightly larger still than the Montana would have been. But at the same time, it's a better ship overall than the Montana. Or not the Montana, the Yamato. Yamato has slightly better armor, but the armor is better located on the Montana. Montana has a better logistical secondary gun range setup. Instead of 155mm to 128mm, 100mm,
Concentrate fire.
Montana just has 5-inch guns, or 127mm guns, for secondary. She also has a hell of a lot more primary guns, at 12, or for battleships, a hell of a lot more. She has 12 16-inch guns instead of 9 18.1-inch guns. And when you are in a battleship, how it works is throw as much shit at the wall as you can and hope some of it sticks. There you go. And 12 guns is a hell of a lot more than, well, 9. You have 1/3 additional. And also, if you're shooting at, say, a destroyer, there's an Iowa, by the way. Say you're shooting at a destroyer, well, you have, well, 4 batteries to shoot instead of just 3. And each battery has the same number of guns. And when you're trying to shoot a destroyer, the more guns you can fire at more locations, the better you are at killing said destroyer. Which is why ships like the Atlanta are so good at killing destroyers. Atlanta has, I want to say, 16 of the 5-inch guns in comparison to the 20. Yes. the American battleships have almost as much firepower as the Atlanta-class light cruiser in their secondary battery alone. Actually, they have more firepower in the battleships than the Atlanta does in her secondary batteries. But Yamato was a very good class of ships. Never saw combat one-on-one with the American battleships. There never was a really good, proper battleship action. After, as I said, the Battle of Savo Island, the second one. Second Battle of Savo Island, as I said, you have the 2 American battleships up against 1. Both forces have very solid cruiser escorts. And there's North Carolina over there, very unfortunate to fall under 18-inch shell fire. But it's still not going our way. Use this trick. This Yamato's gonna have to come way out here in order to actually fight, but oh, look. Oh, one very lucky Mogami. And that's one dead Mogami. Now for the Gross Occur first and all his friends. Or all his little friends. The Gross Occur first is armed with 16.5-inch guns at most. It's either 16 or 16.5, you have your choice. She's also armed with a 12 of them too. Problem for the Gross Occur first. He can't bow tank against the Yamato. The Yamato can citadel anything it wants from the front. That is right, guys. Yamato has large enough guns to citadel anything from the front. Yamato does not care about your puny bow armor or your stern armor either. Boom! And that's deleted. But as I mentioned, actually, as I've not mentioned yet, the Yamato is actually the only shipping game that has big enough guns to, well, slaughter anything from the front. But this Gross Occur first could and citadel her from the side if he's given the opportunity. Just like that. So well done to the Gross Occur first player. No battle contribution. Bullcrap. I died first. Well, that's nothing to brag about, but yeah, no, that was not good for me. Camouflage added, Ocean Soul. What? Wait, what? Oh, that's what that is. Okay. I still have no clue where that Ocean Soul came from. So I'm gonna keep going until midnight Eastern time. Last battle will be started at the latest at midnight Eastern time. So this is a bit more like it. There's the Atlanta I was mentioning. North Carolina's. But as I mentioned before, the North Carolina is a very similar ship to the South Dakota class. Alabama is one of the 4 South Dakotas that were built. They're not quite as good as the Iowa class, but at the same time, what do you expect from a 35,000 ton ship? When you start comparing to like 50,000 ton ships. Yes, Iowa was that that far over. Okay, I actually don't have the exact number for Iowa. I don't have the exact number for Montana. I want to say it's like 72,000 though for Yamato. Now, I did mention the gross occur first has up to 16.5-inch guns. This has a wonderful 16. Pure 16. The gross occur first has, I want to say it's 406 or 420 mil guns. 406 mil, 406 or 420. There you go. The American battleships only get 406.
Good luck, everyone.
Yes, that guy was up tiered in the cruiser department. Sorry, but Atlanta's a tier 7 anti-aircraft cruiser. Otago and the New Orleans are tier 8 heavy cruisers. But we're not going to burst through his bubble now, are we? Yes, I'm taking a close look at those secondaries. They're fairly well built, very light guns. They're known as the best dual-purpose guns, actually, of the war. I'll say they're like 38 caliber 5-inch guns. And what that means, the guns are 5-inch caliber. That's the size of the shell they're firing. Their length, which is also known as caliber, is 38 times that. Yes, I know that probably won't hit, but I don't give a crap. Oh yeah, that's gonna hit. That wasn't even bad, wow. Let's go for that Bismarck next. And yes, you see my vision range on the minimap blooming to that wonderful 24.5 kilometers. Well, we're spotted by the Akatsuki.
All stations reporting the position of a strategic target.
Enemy cruiser sighted. Enemy battleship sighted.
But now he's behind an island, he's no longer spotting me. That is until somebody else strays within 12.2 kilometers. And is not behind an island, like that Bodiani is about to be. Spoiler alert, I don't think he's going to be there very long. Oh wow, he's very lucky, but he's still not going to be there very much longer. Yeah, when you're the one ship spotting a whole bunch of ships, you're very quickly the one target of that whole bunch of ships.
allied target.
Hello, Perth. And there's a good old 11,000 damage.
All stations.
Crap.
Fire on the designated target. It's a go.
I thought I saw a Perth. Clearly see a Gata. Oh, crap. At that range, I could have potentially slaughtered that Bismarck, but... especially with the target he was presenting at the time.
The ship is on fire.
One fire, no problem with a battleship with this much health. Two fires, on the other hand,
Reporting the position of a strategic target.
problem.
Torpedoes to port.
Torpedoes, problem.
Problem solved, sir.
Please stop. Guys, can we just talk about this?
Enemy destroyer sighted. Enemy battleship detected.
Probably not after that good old slapping. That's the nice part about these American designs, the wonderful massive arcs in which I can shoot. Wow, hello. Please, stop lighting me on fire, guys.
The ship is on fire.
Please. Oh, clearly I did see a Perth.
Enemy destroyer detected. Enemy cruiser detected. Enemy battleship.
Are you gonna keep turning? Who's within 12 kilometers? Oh, you're the one within my spotting range. Okay. Good to know who to shoot at.
Enemy destroyer detected.
Oh, hello. Still can't just stealth up because I got this New Orleans in range. Okay, not just in range, but in spotting range.
Enemy battleship sighted.
Not enough lead, but that was still a good hit. Startle him.
The ship is on fire.
Enemy battleship sighted.
I don't give a crap about your armor piercing there, Nuremberg.
Of a strategic target. Affirmative.
Care more about this large volume of high explosive shells I keep getting thrown at me. Now, that one North Carolina, I really could have a nice gun duel, but... disappeared. Oh, no, he's reappeared. And disappeared again. I don't think so. I don't think that's gonna hit either. Nope, that's definitely not hitting.
Enemy cruiser sighted. Enemy battleship detected.
Hey there, Perth. Ready to chew on 9 16-inch shells? Well, you chewed on one of them. This hasn't been a solid game yet, but... also, my entire team is disintegrated other than our battleships. Holy cow.
Enemy battleship detected.
Boom!
Enemy cruiser foundered.
That looks about right. No, the first ones to lose a battleship is our team. Overpen, no, or in 2 bounces off that. Yeah, oh well. It's all concerned because they still have a destroyer. I do still have all 4 of my fighters I can launch.
Enemy cruiser sighted.
Although, based off where that destroyer is, he's not gonna live very long. What in the world was that Bismarck thinking he was gonna do? Now, of course I'm spotted. Oh, yes, it's the Atlanta. And I would be correct.
Enemy battleship detected.
And yes, I know you want some of this, so... and yes, I know I'm going to give the Atlanta with his torpedoes the broadside of the ship, but I'm definitely not going to give those 2, or all those battleships over that way. I don't want to give that company my broadside. Besides, I'm outside of torpedo range right now. And I can do that.
Enemy cruiser sunk.
And I still have a fair amount of health to do that. Not the problem. I got a pair of battleships.
fire.
Crap.
All stations. Target. Bullseye.
Oof. Yeah, no, I'm not in a good spot, but oh well. I also haven't had the support I wish I could have had. Still 83,000, that still, as you notice, is more than HP that dealt than I have. Didn't get within secondary battery range of anybody, but... This also was my only support at the time, was this Imagi back here. He was starting something with turtleback armor at this kind of range, and he has a North Carolina in optimal killing range. And for no reason, he's giving them his broadside. There he goes. Still want to nuke that one at Atlanta, but it gave a good slap into that one battleship, or that one Bismarck. Jeez. That is what's nice about these battleships, especially these higher tier ones. So let's go ahead with the Bismarck. And realize I have no experience on the Bismarck line. This is literally the only ship on that line I actually have. No, I'm not joking, guys. This is the only ship on the Bismarck line that I do have. I don't have the Gneisenau. You can see I do not have the Gneisenau unlocked. Nor the Bayern. Nor the Koenig. Nor the Nassau. Nor the Kaiser. I just have the Bismarck. Any thoughts about the Bismarck? Oh yeah, it's a really nice ship. I have to play this thing about once every time, and this is actually going to be the last match of the night. I have to play this thing once every time I come on. Yeah, at least once. I mean, it's no better than the Tirpitz, but Tirpitz has torpedoes. Why would she be better than Tirpitz? Well, other than this amazing camouflage that I have on her, which is the final camouflage she was equipped with. Camouflage she was equipped with in just before she was sunk, or just before she went out and sunk the hood.
Battle starts.
Again, you have the fast reload primary battery. And this ship was actually designed as a commerce raider, not as a normal battleship, along with most of the other ships in World War II that were designed by the Nazis. The U-boats were designed as commerce raiders, the Deutschland class was designed as a commerce raider, and the Scharnhorst class was designed as a commerce raider. Culminated in the Bismarck class battleships, which were designed as commerce raiders. Only time that the Bismarck class was actually sent out to her purpose. Well, Bismarck was sunk. Let's just put it that way. But she did sink a battleship in return, or a battle cruiser. It was an older battle cruiser, too. It was the Hood. Really showed the British up. Not a bad ship, though. Her secondary battery is where she really shines. She's got... what was that? I have to count the number. Mounts. 7 mounts aside. Some of those are 105, some are 150 mil. I want to say they're 105s or 150s. They might be 128s or 150s and 150s, so... that and her primary battery are 8 16-inch guns. Or not 16, 15-inch guns, which is historically accurate to the Bismarck class. Her armor layout is a turtleback all-or-nothing armor layout, similar to... well, the only other ships in game that have these are German battleships, and... well, the Japanese have a variation on it. Oh, hello. Oh, you're behind the island. Clearly, I am mistaken. Turtleback armor, as you saw on the New Mexico. Very good armor layout for fighting short-ranged battles. But when you start getting out to range, the armor is pretty much flat.
Enemy destroyer.
The ship is on fire. Concentrate fire on the enemy warship.
Enemy battleship detected.
Nope, I'm not suicidal enough to go up in here.
Problem solved, sir.
Now, because these things have turtleback armor, which works very well at short ranges, it still does not give you the permission in game to sit broadside on without angling to battleships at 5 kilometers. They're still going to give you a good old pounding. They're going to penetrate your belt armor, but they're not going to penetrate your citadel. But at 15 kilometers, if you're doing that, they're going to penetrate your citadel. They're going to go clean through that belt armor. They're going to slaughter you.
All stations requesting fire on the designated target.
And you can see everybody's very upset with the CV sniping carrier we have. Or the carrier sniping carrier we have. No clue if there was even any damage done. And our Yugamo just was sunk by flooding.
All stations, I require immediate assistance.
Well, do we do something stupid and go after those guys that just tried killing me? Well, we're spotted by something. It's we're 14 to 15 kilometers away from somebody. But who? Whoever it is, they're lighting me up for everybody to see, so... Whoever it is, I want to silence them fast. And if those dive bombers are armed, I'm a very nice target for them. That's the Hipper. Good to see you again, old buddy.
All stations, concentrate fire on the target. Roger, proceeding to assist you. Hang in there, help is on the way. All stations, reporting the position of a strategic target.
Say, I'm waiting for those torpedo bombers to come in. Yikes. Oh, nope, we're dead. All our Lexington really did was piss off that. And you see, I was at the very edge of my secondary gunnery range, and yet I was just pummeling that Hipper to death. 18 hits? The secondary batteries? Part what I love about this ship, you just close within 8 kilometers and let the secondaries just work somebody over. But first you have to be able to close within 8 kilometers of somebody.
Hang in there, help is
But the Hipper was doing it for me, so... Here's the Missouri, which is another Iowa-class battleship.
on the designated target.
Featuring a special camouflage pattern. This is available to everybody, by the way, the Missouri. Just need, like, what is it, like 750,000 free experience to unlock her. And she's a premium ship at tier 9.
All stations, concentrate fire on the target.
And as Gearing's being a nice team player for the Missouri, keeps dropping smoke screens for him. Now, the difference between Missouri and her Iowa and her predecessors. Her predecessors, which are the North Carolina and South Dakota class ships, only had had 45 caliber 16-inch guns. So they had 45 times the length, or the barrels were 45 times longer than they were, other than the shells, with the shells they fired. Iowa, on the other hand, had 50 caliber 16-inch guns. So it's a lot bigger gun. Or a lot longer gun. Shells can go a lot faster. Faster shells penetrate more armor. And can go further. The Gearing over there has the same primary, or her primary armament's the same armament as the secondary battery of the Missouri. The enemy Benson has been sunk. Oh, we're gonna win this.
I need fire support.
The way we're going, we're gonna win it, but first somebody needs to start capturing the points.
Attention.
No, nobody was complaining about me, but I was tying up 3 ships. I tied up 3 ships and kept a carrier occupied. Our carrier is just keeping himself occupied. Oh dear. Will Missouri take a hit? Oh no.
All stations, concentrate fire on the target.
Oh, hello. Now notice that there's only 1 ship left over there.
All stations, protect that target.
And there he is, it's the Mogami.
All stations, reporting position of a strategic target.
Now, for these battleship caliber guns, you can aim at, when you're firing at something that has turtleback armor, you can aim for the belt armor. And then you have the side. Oh, and he's going for a ram. He's never gonna make it.
All stations, requesting fire.
I mean, he can bow tank for indefinite amounts of time.
Support the allied target.
Battle ends in 5 minutes.
Okay. We lose if it ends right now. Yes, we have more ships, so we have fewer points. We're about to lose our Bismarck.
Support the allied target.
Where's it the Lexington he's shooting at? I don't know. I can go find out, but I don't feel like it. It's the Lexington. Alright, just that gearing. And actually, if it ends now, we win. Just look at the rate of fire of these guns. That's a 5-inch gun for you. Not bad, but not as good as it could have been done, but... Well, being, for all intents and purposes, again, a fleet and being like the Bismarck was in real life. Because you watch me alone literally keep a Hipper, a Bismarck, and there's also some Gami somewhere in there, busy, as well as their Shokaku. It wasn't bad. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this. I've enjoyed being back at this, but don't have much time today, so hope you guys have enjoyed this, and I'll see you guys next time.